social ills, but also when you want to mobilize people and when you really want to get something done. So it works both ways when you want to actually tackle those social ills as well as when you all need to work together to make something work. Let's cross over now to the Northern Cape where Ulrich Hendricks is. The provincial government there will be using the Youth Day celebrations to communicate and recommit themselves to the promises made during the Provincial Youth Summit and Expo. We just saw him briefly. I want to try and check if we will be able to chat him. There we go. A very good morning to you, Ulrich. It's over to you.
Hi, good morning, Valen, and welcome to we're at Cut 2 in the John Twalis municipality, where Youth Day celebrations will be held at Olifantshoek, just a couple of kilometers from here. But as you said, last week the province just came from the Youth Summit, where unemployment, among others, were a big issue. But to talk to us a bit more about this is one of the youngest MECs within the provincial cabinet. That's Arts and Culture MEC Mbinqo-Gigaba. Good morning, MEC.
Morning, how are you?
MEC, tell us, last week we came from the Youth Summit, and perhaps the most shocking statistic that came out from there is that less than 10% of Northern Cape youth have access to tertiary education.
Yeah, that is true. It's one of the things that came out in our Youth Summit last week. But of course, as provincial government, I must say we are concerned. Our premier led that youth summit from the front. We are concerned, but also we realized that it is because of the information does not reach everybody on how must young people access bursaries. So we have committed as government that we will make sure that information goes to young people wherever they are, they get the information. But also we're going to partner with private, like we normally do, with private sector and also your parastatals to make sure that we are able to send them to universities.
Also, a lot of unemployment. We're in the John Twalis municipality where mining is downscaling at the moment. Interventions in terms of that?
Look, we are aware that mining is downscaling, but of course we are encouraging young people to try and start projects on their own. There is a serious issue, unemployment. It's a challenge in South Africa as a whole, not only in the Northern Cape as a province. But young people should start doing some things from themselves. And also it comes back to how then do they get informations, because there are entities that can assist them in starting their own businesses so that they are independent instead of wanting to get employment, because employment for everybody, really it is now a serious challenge.
MEC, of course, then you're the youngest MEC within this provincial cabinet. How do you push the youth agenda within the cabinet?
Look, I am really pushing the youth agenda. You are in the province. You've seen yourself that the whole cabinet actually has taken the issue very seriously of young people. Since the month have started, the cabinet has been everywhere trying to get young people, trying to speak with young people. We even had a summit, we even had an education summit, and now we are having the celebration. So one is pushing really that young people must feel that there is a government and a government that cares for them.
What did the 1976 uprisings, Soweto uprisings, does it mean to you that now forms Youth Day?
What it means to me and what I think I take from it, young people of 1976, they stood up, they marched, and they made sure that their voice is heard, because they were marching. All of us, we know they were marching for an issue of Afrikaans as a language to be taught to them. So what it means to the youth of today is that young people, when they don't agree with something, they must rise, they must stand up, they must tell us as their government that they don't agree and they don't want anything about them without them.
Thank you very much. That's Arts and Culture MEC Mbinqo-Gigaba, one of the youngest MECs within the provincial government, and also one that she says she's pushing the youth agenda. It's back to the studio.